paints. It's the paint cam. I know, thrilling to look at the paints. Alright. This was my tentacruel from last time we were working. I need to make these brighter because right now it just looks like ugh. But I don't want it to compete with tentacruels, so I'm not gonna goose it too much. And I have my chat over on a different window, so I'm gonna have to check in with it, over my shoulder. Mixing paint. I use these paints that are typically for miniatures, models. Oh, I totally remember what I was supposed to get. Water. I was supposed to get water for my freaking paints. I would forget my head if it wasn't attached. 1 sec. The dual cam setup is really just all my paints. How are you doing this fine day? This fine day. I did get your text. I just haven't listened to it because I don't know where my headphones are. Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on. This is okay. Right here are my headphones. Whoops. Well, I guess I'll listen to your recording. It looks like you just pointed your camera at the screen. So I was like, what's going on? Oh, I should be listening to this. At first I thought you were going to send me a cool meme, as you are wont to do. Hey, you know what else I forgot? Dang it. Paper towel. Yeah, I came prepared, okay? Check this out. Ooh, if you know anything about paint, that doesn't look like a good consistency of paint. That does not look good. Did guitars and vocals yesterday, then doing piano with my old man today. Is he okay with you calling him old man? Is that just like a Sheboygan thing? Is that like a boomer thing to do? No, that'll be good. I can't wait to hear it. Is this the single? Am I doing art for it, or another? What is it? LP? Whatever. I don't know the words for music stuff. I just listen to music. Just a single? Okay. And you're going to need art for the single? That's cool. I mean, I like the idea of trying to interpret a song and make something like art based on it, like visual art rather, based on what I hear. The story or whatever. You don't get to do that often. Usually it's people saying, I need this, I need you to paint this. So, okay. Unless, of course, you want to tell me what you want me to do. I'm a good soldier. I will do it. Within reason. Really don't like the color I just got there. Focus on just doing singles for the time being. and then like make a compilation of them or something? Seems no? Yes, no? Check out this fine paint I got. Oh, yes. Premium satin, y'all. Only the best. Only the finest. I mean, really. Be jealous. Makes it a little... Try and tone this down a little bit. It's really obnoxious. I mean, I wanted it to be brighter, but I'm not sure. With everybody streaming, people just put out singles now. People don't listen to whole albums anymore. Interesting. I do. When I'm not listening to streamer appropriate music, so maybe I'm the boomer. Seems like a broad generalization to say nobody listens to albums anymore. You should say something like there's a trend of people switching to individual songs, a la carte songs. But I'm an artist, so I want to listen to art in its, in its habitat. You create a whole album. I want to know why you chose to put that song in front of that song, and I mean, it didn't just happen by chance. So I just kind of like listen to it and try and divine my own inspiration. But I am better than everyone else. Just, yeah. This brush, by the way, I've had it forever, and it has a certain quality to it that looks like it's crap, and it is a crap brush, but for some reason the way the bristles are, they're kind of rough and crappy. They work well for this kind of pointillist thing that I'm doing. Pointillism. I have other paints that I just bought. Oh, there they are. Other premium satin paints. One of them is metallic. I shall not be using it. It's actually not good. Alright, so since I've got, this is still the focal point, the brightest stuff on the card is here, and the most color saturation, this being second. I need to make this way darker in here to kind of push it away from us. And since it's a card with black on it, I'm going to do the thing that I despise most in the world, and I'm going to use black, actual black. If I'm not doing comics, I hate using black. This feels unnatural, but I don't want to defy what the card already has on it. So we're gonna roll with it. But it doesn't mean I can't mix blue with it. So I'm gonna do it. Dark blue. The vast majority of people who stream music only listen to singles. Vast majority. That sounds like a statistic. Yeah, I'll buy that. When I was in statistics, we stopped dealing with numbers, and we were like, let's just talk about the vast majority of things. And we're like, okay, it's the new thing. Just ignore numbers. That's okay. I assume you've done your research, James. Really, I'm just feeling snarky this morning, and you're the object of my snark. Shouldn't you be working? Oh no, wait. You're on the spring breaks. That's right. Perks of being a teacher. There aren't many. But see how that pushes that back into there? Give it a little depth. Move it away from us a little bit. I was just sort of competing too much. The vast majority of this card was not contrasty enough. still be friends if I make fun of you, right? You make fun of me. James, I saw the footage from the shoot, and some of it is freaking dope. I mean, it's all looking pretty great. We did a video shoot this week for my cards, and James was there, and we worked together to make it amazing. It looks legit. Lucky me, first to show up, and I get the parts that the caffeine hasn't reached yet. Shut up. Shut up. How do you know you're the first? Stupid. I can't tell how many people ever show up because I use this multi-stream feature that I'm actually not supposed to use on Twitch. And I'll get people like chatting from YouTube that I didn't know were there, and also Facebook, and then Twitch. I think you're on Twitch, right? And so I have like these little icons next to your names. I need more streaming music in my life. Why don't people create more? Oh, because it doesn't pay. I just answered my own question. See how I do that? I was just looking for something. I do this all the time. I'll think of it. I will. I could pull up that footage and show you. Well, I mean, you've seen it. It's just interesting to see. Yeah. It's not ready for the prime time, but it looks great. Pardon me while I burst into flames. Out of all the setups I've seen you do as far as arrangement on the screen, this is the best. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you. This one was kind of slapdash together because I was feeling stupid with this camera setup. I was like, whatever. I just need to get it done. Let's see, card footage. Since there aren't many people here, I'm gonna do this. How can I show you? I'll use this screen setup. Yeah, what'd you think? I mean, that's like, it was well worth the day and the pain of standing around on unsuitable ground and, yeah, eating cold burgers. Then you imagine your song in the background behind it, you know, kind of ducked in and out as I talk. And then like an animated bitmoji of myself. I'm kidding. Yeah, it looks really good. We killed it, bro. Thank you for your help on that. You did not have to help me. It was, that worked out so well. A little bit more blackness in here, please. Makes me want to buy so many cards. This slaps the hood. This baby can hold so many cards. Really only just need you to buy one deck. Once again, I've come to ask you for card purchases, deck purchases. If everybody buys one deck in the whole world, then I will have enough to print the decks. This is what I'm saying. But all it's going to take is one person to buy the cards. One, or rather, everybody in the... I'm going to work on this now. I'm going to shut up and work on this now. I kind of put cards aside and then I grab a different card and then I try. And this one's Scyther, and he is... Here, look at this part of him that's not complete. I'm going to paint his whole blade arm thing, this whole wing, and this whole blade arm thing. But look at his toes. They're also... This is going to be interesting. But I wanted this background to be really dynamic and orange and red. And I'm going to switch paintbrushes to something more... Like, I got these paintbrushes all over the place. Like, a whole row of them here. And I can choose based on how much bristle there is. Whoop. Like, this is going to hold a decent amount of paint. It may be too much, but we'll see. I need to cut my fingernails. Whoop. It looks gross. I should not be a hand model. Okay. A little cheap red. TikTok. I need to push that thing hard. I want to see it spammed across all my socials. You know me, I'm super active on the TikTok. I do all those dances that they do. I bounce around in my oversized sweatshirt. I'm so cute. It's really cute. It really is. Nah, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna push it. That's why I'm meeting with Justin. Our buddy Justin is full of it. Ideas, that is. So, oh, this paint has no pigment in it. It's so really, really transparent. This should be really interesting. Looks like he's bleeding. Oop. Gotta stay in frame. It is really strange to be trying to paint. I get in the way of myself. The camera gets in the way of the painting. It's like a challenge all on its own. A little skin for attention and hit them with the cards. Notice. Shirtless. We could do it. You'd probably be more capable of, crap, I lost my freaking window of the rewards. Okay, I got this. Everybody calm down. You calm down. Got it. Okay. I got this thing that shows, like, rewards for people who spend their channel points on things. And, I almost never remember to put it up, and then I'll see somebody redeemed points to make me paint with my left hand or whatever, and I don't see it until they're off the stream, and they don't say anything to me. Like, Bob, I redeemed the monster eyes to watch you paint with your left hand. Why are you ignoring me?
Why are you bullying me?
Why you bully me? This paint has like no pigment to it. It's super thin. That's what I get for buying cheap craft paint. But you know, it's like $2. Oh, I keep painting off the screen. Yeah, if I mix a little bit of other pigment in there, it gets a little bit brighter, but I don't want it to be brighter. Or lighter, rather. I want it to be brighter. I want it to be more saturated. I'm like the sloppiest painter, but I like it that way. Spam it across all the socials. What could I do? I actually ran a couple ads on Facebook and Instagram and got some interest, just some initial interest, like a mailing list that says, you know, when I actually get something, you know, notify me when something happens. So I have that set up, got some responses. It makes you feel good when people, you know, you're like, oh, they like me. They really like me. Like I am seriously I'm loading my brush with no water, and that's how thin this paint is. It just, I can't cover anything. Whoop.
Thin your paints.
Thin your paints. You don't have to. There's no pigment. Honestly, if I was trying to do crafty stuff like this is intended for, like toll painting or whatever, I'd be pissed. This wouldn't cover jack. You'd be putting on like 5 coats. And if you know anything about toll painting, it's not something like this where I can dab at it and screw around with it and get all weird and pointless with it. You have to maintain a good stroke and load your brush. Yeah, I'll show you an easy trick on how to find a target demographic for ad campaigns. Super easy. Remind me to tell you. Oh, here I thought you were joking. Yeah, dude, I'll remind you. Because, yeah, I don't know what I don't even remember what I said the demographic should be. I think I just said, like, everybody from 7 years old to 100 years old and, you know, that can fog a mirror. Basically, are you alive? Do you have an active account? I'll lean on your ineffable wisdom, your counsel. Alright, if I do like super red on the inside here, near him, this burst that goes out should get more and more, like, I think more and more yellow, maybe? Let's do some yellow. Out here and see what it looks like. Orangey yellow. Yeah. Kind of haphazard about it, but the cool thing about like a background like this is there's no expectation. So whatever I make is whatever it is. You're not going to look at it and say, you know what, he did that wrong because I've seen it done this way or whatever. Nope. Save your judgment for the Mona Lisa. A lot of this stuff is just trying to get paint on to cover in these areas. It's funny when I look at the monitor, the colors are just a little bit weird. They're close, but they're a little orange, and I messed with the color, the white balance and stuff to try and get it to be a little less weird, and to no avail. It's still just a little weird. I painted the background of this kind of a gray-green color, and I sort of wish I didn't because I knew I wanted to cover it with red, and red and green are nice complements, but they do make a weird gray when you mix them together. So it's going to take me a little bit of work to get this to be not so grayish. I'm gonna need some more yellow. I'll target your demographic. What? Oop. This is premium, very premium satin. On the, I literally put this yellow out onto the palette. Look at how thin it is. This is how I mix on this palette, and see how it's bright red there to yellow, and then in between is varying levels of that orange, and then I can just choose what I need out of there, and then try and put it on the canvas, which in this case is the card. And it'll just take me a while to build it up because for some reason I need to leave a review or something about this paint being like the thinnest ever. Americana Tinta Acrylica. Oh, I just did that really loud next to the mic. My sound setup today is baller. Basically, I have my microphone like laying on the table next to me because I didn't want to move the stand. So I bet you every time I do that, it probably sounds awesome. Content. You come here for the content. I bang on the table, we laugh. That's how we do things. We use that lol emote. You have Amazon Prime? Do you have Amazon Prime, James? You should be subscribing to me. Not just because we're cool.
What is Prime's called?
Mine is still not cool. I have this cool mug, y'all. This Yeti mug. I got it for my birthday because my birthday is on Saturday. And it keeps my coffee... First of all, it's as big as my head. Secondly, it keeps my coffee really hot. So I love it. But yeah, doing probability and math right now, and instead of saying roll a dice or die, they say roll a number cube. What the hell is it?
It says use a number cube to determine the theoretical probability of an event.
Number cube, just call it a die or even a dice, which I'll accept because the plural of a die is dice, and the singular of dice is die. I would accept any of those things, but what did he call it? It's a number cube?
Mm-hmm.
Have you mocked them yet? Is that a thing you're allowed to do in class?
It's a journal.
Oh.
It's written down right here. This problem. Use a number cube to determine the theoretical probability of an event.
That's... Number cube.
My teacher says that. He didn't care.
Yeah, because... Gosh, that's dumb. That's really...
Start measuring the probability in laser sharks.
In laser sharks.
Probably attached to a shark. Now I would say this die roll has a 1 million laser shark probability to happen.
And people would be like, oh, laser sharks. I actually get that. I actually get that. Like, what are the units? So the unit is laser shark. 1 million laser sharks. Laser sharks per die roll. Laser sharks per jump.
Which is 0. Well, it would be a fraction. It would be a tiny percent.
Yes, it would be a tiny percent.
Number cube.
Roll a number cube.
Yeah, even in the form that we're supposed to submit our answers, he's copying down everything. And it says use a number cube, and then he puts in parentheses 6-sided dice.
Yeah, yeah. Too bad you don't have like a downward facing camera. We could go get like that big ass bag of all the dice and just be like, and just dump them all on the desk. There's like 100 number cubes in there.
Number cube.
What the hell?
I don't get it, dude.
let's brighten this up. Lighten this up, not brighten. It's different. Ooh-wee.
We thought that was a good idea. We can't call it dice in case we get copyrighted. Who copyrights dice?
No.
It's a cube with numbers. It's the great value version.
The great value.
Always just states it like it is. It's a number cube.
Pretty much. It's great value. It's discount die. Alright, if I lighten this up. Right now it's pink. And I'm not real happy with it, but I can do something about this. I really just need it to be like lighter so I can brighten the whole thing up. When I say lighter, I mean like white is lighter than pink because you add darker color. And the more you get towards pink, it gets darker and darker and darker. That is value. Whereas brighter means the less white I have in my red, the more saturated, the brighter it is. So the words sometimes I screw up, but a lot of people use them interchangeably, but they're not. Value is how light something is. Man, this looks very pink. Pink. Okay. If a die is a number cube, what would they call a D20? Isn't that like a dodecahedron? A number dodecahedron? Somebody look that up. Call on the mighty observation of Google Powers chat. I think it's a dodecahedron. Or is it a decahedron? No, decahedron would be 10-sided. Dodeca would be... I'm pretty sure I'm right, guys. I'm gonna have to goo out like 1,000,000 pounds of this yellow, 1,000,000 laser sharks of this yellow onto this onto this palette, and now I can't get this thing off. Did you ever see these? Oh, I just got it off. Oh no, I didn't. Ah, it's like really hard. You have to have talons, like a raptor. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Check this out. I have this entire desk full of tools, and I can just go yoink, yoink. That's how we do things as primates, using tools with our thumbs. Now I can just go like these. Blurb. That's how much yellow I'm gonna have to use. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna do the same thing with this red. Blurb. I recently changed the blade on this X-Acto. It is ridiculously sharp now. It's like dangerously sharp. I dropped one of these one time and it stuck right into my leg. See how I can do that? Boing. That's actually kind of fun. Boing. For the rest of this time, content. Dropping. Let's see if I can stab something like this. Ready for this? This is going to be cool. Oh, it did, and then it fell off the table. Content. Hey, what's up, King? You came at just the right time. I'm throwing an X-Acto knife into my desk. It's brilliant, I know. I was just talking about how I changed the blade on this thing, and so now it's sharper than sharp. I was using it to open premium satin paints. They are not premium, nor are they satin. But what are you doing? Go make good music, which is also art. Thanks, James. Alright, we're gonna have to start making this a little bit more not pink. So, gonna build up some yellow on it. Yay! This yellow is so transparent though. The bonus is I don't have to like mix it with water. That helps with the water shortage. I'm very conscious of how much water I use in my art, which is to say, completely joking, I barely use any water. I make up for it in the shower though. King, what are you doing this fine day, my friend? If I do this enough through here. Impossible to goose this. Oh, there's a big goober of paint I just put. You see that right there? That white chunk? Get out of there. Weird. That came right off the frickin' brush. When you type A in the chat and you show up, it kind of reminds me of the Fonz, you know, Happy Days, which, you know, is actually a really old show. Why am I referencing an ancient show? Yeah, Fonzie. To be completely honest, I'm old enough to have watched that show, and I don't remember watching it much. But I think it took place in Milwaukee, which is by me. That's the only reason I mentioned that tidbit of boring trivia. Uh-oh, my card just stuck to the table. No. Oh no. I got a guy sending me some cards in the mail to do. I think I get to do a Charmander and an Eevee, a different Eevee than I've done before. So that's fun. I was talking to him, I said I don't like to do the same thing twice, and he sent me 2 of each one. And he's totally okay with me not doing the same thing twice. It's good because I can't do it. I mean, this isn't science. Okay, I'm gonna need some intermediate orange. That's just some straight up red. There we go. Don't I have an orange? Like a nice orange that I don't have to mix? Survey says. Also a very old show. Survey says no orange. It'll be so much easier than mixing these craptastic paints together. I regret going to Michael's in Racine and buying this. I have ideological issues with going to Hobby Lobby, so I don't go there. We won't get into it because, you know, politics. It's really not political. I'm just gonna dab some of this on here. I'm actually gonna start working in pointillism because this is looking like crap. I always say this stuff looks worse before it looks better. I'm in that whole it looks worse stage that I despise. I need to hire somebody to do my put out my YouTube video. I have videos that are ready. I just don't want to, or rather, I have the raw. Like I'm reading The Never-Ending Story on my YouTube channel, and I have chapter 13 or whatever it is done. I just haven't actually gone in and published it. I haven't gone in and fixed the levels and all, the audio and whatnot. I did the art for it. I did the art for it on stream. One time. This would be so much easier if I masked off the area that Scyther is sitting in, but alas, taking the easy way out is for chumps, which I don't believe at all. It makes a poor excuse. I have this like crazy ringing in my ear, which paired with kind of this lo-fi music, yeah, maybe it's part of the music. Hold on. Now it went away. It's kind of like when you go to the mechanic and you're like, okay, my car is making like a thumping noise, kind of like there's a body in the trunk. And the first thing they do is they check the trunk and there's no body. And they're like, okay, well, it's got to be making noise for some reason. And then they drive it around and it doesn't make the noise. And you're like, well, that's freaking great. And instead of being happy that the thing is no longer making the noise, you get pissed off that the mechanic thinks you're crazy. And so then you drive it home and the next day it starts making noise like there's a body in the trunk. Okay, this is getting there. Getting more and more saturated red. Just need to get rid of this orange color, or grayish color in here. It's gonna be like 8 pounds of paint on this thing by the time I get done. Some real 90s Kenny G music right here. Just kidding, it's not Kenny G, it's Harris Heller. Master of benign stream beats. I move really fast. When I was in art school, I learned that kind of, lingering with your tools, like your pencil and whatnot, kind of increases the look of, like, technical drawing or whatever. And moving quickly increases the feeling that it's, like, expressive and unfortunately, that's just made me like flail at all my art since, and I've come to enjoy it, but I find it impossible to do really precise work anymore. Not impossible, but I have to really slow down. How bad do we think this white is? Let's see. I mixed it. Resist the temptation to put this white in the red to lighten it up, because that just makes pink. Look at this, mixing these two. I mean, I'm not putting any see through it. See how the bubbles are starting to do that? This is really bad paint, guys. I feel like taking it all back. It's alright, it makes for a challenge. I'm gonna use this challenge. I'm gonna fuel my creativity with this challenge. That is to say that I just need to press on. Look at me moving all slow and good. Alright, if I can get this layered up nicely, the yellow I put over it will be a little bit more apparent and saturated looking. The thing is, white is usually a pretty cheap pigment, so they can load it up. They can throw it in the bottle with less concern about profit. And so if you can mix a little white in with a super thin paint and tolerate the way it lightens it up, that might help you. That might help you cover a little bit better, because I know the covering for most of this is bad news. Bad, paid actors, bad news. Bad news, fake news. While that's drying, let's do a little bit more. Ooh, red right next to right next to cider. I'm gonna start working against the lines that I've made around cider. I'm gonna do them perpendicular, kind of. I'm following his form to see what I can accomplish. You know, that'll make it brighter, but it'll also kind of pull him a little out even further. I need to drink some water. Hydrate, mate. That's what my friend King said. Thank you, King. You are totally right. I try not to drink into the mic because I despise the idea of ASMR, because it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Just the sounds. Ugh. Thank you, King. Looking out for my best interest. Hydrate or dihydrate, am I right? Ooh, hey, whoa. Just really want to build up this red around cider. Get some in here. starting to have a little bit more of the quality that I want around him. I'm gonna want like stuff flying off, you know, like chunks of stuff as well, like he's breaking through something. I think that'd be cool. Hey, how you doing, Ben? Never seen you work traditionally. I guess that's true. I guess I always work digitally, huh? This kind of counts. No, it definitely counts. I just feel like, you know, when I think of traditional stuff, I think of my pen and ink stuff. I don't think of painting anything. But yeah, this is a bunch of paints that I guess I only do traditional stuff when I'm not on stream. I do it for my own enjoyment. How's things? Evidently we need to talk soon about work. I know we have a Discord set up. Super excited. Wish I could do it full time. You got good ideas that I won't share because I want to ruin things for you? But yeah, Pokemon, right? Day made. Hey, you're pretty awesome. I just saw that Ulysses went live and I thought maybe you were rolling something with them. I got a notification. I started doing magic cards too, like this, which, you know, is a little bit more my speed. I'm a child of the Magic era, not necessarily Pokemon, but Pokemon really sells. Like, people like to pay me to do these cards, which is great. We live in such wonderful times when luxuries like this can pay an artist. But yeah, let's see. I just totally dropped that card. Look at it's Pikachu. But Pikachu, if you like Venom. This is one of the magic cards I'm working on. I don't even know if Goblin Rough Rider's a good card. I don't care, because I just loved this derpy, whatever the heck he's riding. It just goes off into the distance. But I'm making it like he's on the edge of a cliff, and it's going to be Venom Chew. Yes, Venom Chew. I made a Deadpool one, and then somebody bought it. I forget who bought it. I just did it for my own fun, and then somebody asked for it and paid me money. Why am I painting this card right now? This is not what I'm supposed to be painting. But yeah, that one, I like how the text still shows through on this one. Like, I'm doing full art on these guys for people, you know, that guy, Zubat, Shelder or Cloyster, I can't remember. It's Cloyster. See, there's the before and after, kind of side by side. And that's, you know, I wish I had like doubles of everything I do, so I could show them, hey, thank you. It means a lot. But yeah, if I had before and afters of everything, I just never remember to like take pictures of stuff. This one, I started painting like the arch all the way around the outside, because it started with an arch right here, and I just continued it all the way down, and then this weird kind of, what is this, like gnarly tree thing? But I left the text poking out because I thought that was kind of neat. I might do that with all the magic cards. I can't wait to do this one. Once again, I don't care what the card, if it's good or anything, I'm just gonna paint them. Thanks, Jan. What? Oh, Katie, thank you. You're so supportive. I appreciate that. Well, I should probably move that up to the very top rather than having it be underneath things. Let's move this all the way up. Yay. So it's on top, and it's very loud. Holy crap. Sorry about that. Is that a 3D printer?
There's 30 of them. And a huge one that can print like car engine size thing.
I really want, speaking of 3D printing, JM, did I show you? Somebody printed, he wants me to do some skulls for him that he printed. These are from Sea of Thieves. I know, the sound effects are gnarly. A little much. I gotta go in there and turn that down, but thank you. You know, hearing that from a music person kind of makes me sad. Gnarly used to mean good though. But you have legit criticism. Let me go get this other thing. Oh, hold on a sec.
Yeah, we're like he's like talking about their 3D printers, and someone in the chat asked if you could 3D print a human.
A really weird question. Can you 3D print a human?
Let's see.
Oh, 3D print a lightsaber.
They're like, yeah, that's 3D.
This is one of my ones that's done already.
We're doing our online.
I don't know.
field
It's kind of
trip
fun.
right
I
now.
have a whole bunch of these right
They're
now.
talking about their 3D printers.
This
And one
one's
kid asked,
translucent. You can actually see through the red.
3D print a human.
So if I light it from underneath, which I don't have my phone with me right now, if I light it from underneath, the whole thing glows. These marks, it glows through the nose and everything. It's pretty cool. I got a lot of these though. And JM, I know you're into 3D printing. I know, right? LEDs. My little brother, who's into stuff, awesome stuff. He's an inventor and a filmographer and whatnot. He told me that I need something called a lily pad. It costs like $1, and it's bright enough to light that up. They're fun, just loud. I know. I'm sorry. I gotta go fix all that. Thanks. Yeah. Too fun. Too fun. But that's why I need a 3D printer. But you know, James says he'll print anything that I need, and JM has said that he can print some stuff if it comes down to it. What I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna make this a service, is I'm gonna start painting Funko Pops for people. So if you know what a Funko is, it's this type of thing, and I have a way to create a custom box, and if I have people 3D print sculpts that I make in Blender, I can sculpt like Katie. I can make one of these of you, you know, whatever outfit you want, and so I can set the whole thing up, and you can have a custom pop. But I don't want to buy a 3D printer, so I'll pay one of these guys to actually make one. I have a whole collection of these things, and I really, yes, Uncle Iro, he's so great. He's so great. He's holding tea in this one because that's what he's all about. That and fire, right? But yeah, so some people have expressed interest in having a custom pop made of themselves, and since I have the means to sculpt them, you know, whatever hairstyle you have or want, you know, Ben, I can make you one that looks like you, and that also has horns. I mean, it could be cool stuff. Fight me! Best character in that show, I will not fight you because I agree. I will fight you if you want me to. You don't want to die without any scars, do you? Name the movie without Googling it, and you're my friend. Or book. I'll accept book as well. Or author. Author for extra points. I don't know what you do with the points, though. I did. I have done tattoos on JM. He has a lot of scars already. Nobody's fighting me about that. I'm glad, because Uncle Iro is the best. Best. Best anime ever, right? And all the weebs in the chat are losing their minds because I just called Last Airbender anime. It's not anime. I know it's not. Harry Potter is an anime. Fight me.
Scooby-Doo is the best anime.
Thank you. Scooby-Doo is best anime. NA.
The golden one.
It's the Golden
The Voldemort?
Wielded by Voldemort.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood might be.
No, Scooby-Doo.
No, Akira is actually. But yes, I do like. I like FMA. I just haven't watched the whole thing. Because I started watching it and then I found out that Brotherhood was the way to go, and I was like, oh crap. But I understand why. I do. I understand why. I like Akira. I like because I'm old. I mean, I grew up watching this old anime stuff. Heck, I mean, Voltron, dude. I loved Voltron growing up. Still do, actually, but I loved Voltron growing up. Any robots I could watch in anything. Ultraman, that was the best. And then monster movies because, Godzilla. I watched so much. We watched so many weird, bad movies because we had, during the summertime, I don't even remember how the heck, but my mom and dad bought us a movie pass at least one summer, maybe two, to where we could just go and see any movies we wanted on a particular list. You couldn't just see anything. And like they always had like the original Popeye or, Pippi Longstocking, movies that I was like, whatever, but every once in a while they would have creature features, and since they were old creature features, ain't nobody really that scared of them, so they let kids in to watch it, and it was so awesome. I just loved, especially like every single Godzilla that came out. I'm a little dubious about this new one where Godzilla fights King Kong, because we all know King Kong would get his ass kicked 10 ways from Sunday by Godzilla. He's a giant radioactive lizard. Peeps love them. Some Scooby-Doo. I hated Scooby-Doo. I hated Scooby-Doo so much. I don't know why. I had a thing. I just hated Scooby-Doo. It's one of the Saturday morning standbys. Man, I watched so much Scooby-Doo. It was where I first learned what the word formulaic meant. I'm not kidding. I'm like, oh, this show is highly formulaic. Oh, what does that mean? Oh, so that's what that means. That's fine. I mean, everybody loves the, Velma loses her glasses. Scooby eats a ton of stuff. Shaggy acts super high all the time. That dude is baked 24/7. I'm not wrong. Yeah, and then they find a ghost. It's not really a ghost. They reveal it to be the guy that you know it's the guy. You always know the guy is coming up. Oh, that's who it is. You have to act surprised.
And then the one episode where it's not actually a person.
And it's a ghost, and then you lose your mind.
Yeah, the last episode was literally the apocalypse. Literally, it was horrifying.
No, come on.
Yes!
I want to watch the last episode then.
It was actually the apocalypse.
Shut up.
Like some kind of weird, cofferageous looking thing. With like chains floating off it, some scary ancient evil that awoke.
A scary ancient evil, and it's for real?
Yeah.
I would watch that. That I would watch. Thank you for flipping the script.
Maddie can't verify that the last episode is terrifying.
Kong beats up a dozen giant lizards before breakfast. It's known. No. This formula is why it works. It's scary and safe. But the reason the giant lizards win is because, I actually have no idea. It's because they're radioactive. They're not just big and mammalian. I object. I like King Kong. He's also smaller. Since when are they the same size? I don't know. It's dumb. I hate the whole idea. Stop. Girls, you're both pretty. I want to make okay, dare I even start trying to do this? Hold on, I need to look at this. see too much of that grayish background that I put on there. What was I thinking? Alright, we're gonna goose it. We're gonna goose it with too much white/yellow over here. This is called goosing it in my world. I don't know that it's actually a thing anywhere. And we're gonna feather that out because I need it to cover better. This is what you get for using the cheap paints. You get what's called a challenge. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See how it started coming apart right there? That's bad. Yeah, let's do this challenge thing that I didn't see coming. I mean, it's the cheap paint challenge. I challenge you all to go buy crappy craft paint made by Anita's all-purpose acrylic. There's one purpose this is not for, at least one purpose, and that is painting Pokemon cards. Damn you, Anita, and your cheap-ass paints. Not ass paints, they're just cheap paints. Yeah, I put down a primer first, and I mixed it with another color, thinking I was going to do a nice green background, but then I looked at it after I started it, and he just blended in with the whole background, which is the whole reason I wanted to paint him to begin with. He really blended in. The original art, I mean, what were they thinking? Do they even have an art director? Am I right? Yeah, you couldn't see him. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to totally fix that. And then I painted a green background like a complete dumbass. So I switched gears and said I want to do like this red, because red really stands out from green. It makes it stand out even more. And so then I started trying to paint over it, and it just won't cover. It won't cover. And I think it's because I mixed it. It's because Zeus hates me. Or is it Odin? Odin hates me. I have not found favor with the traveling old man. Why don't they make like... Oh, crap. See? That's bad. I just pulled a... Whoop, whoop, whoop. There's like a chunk that just came off my brush. It's gonna look worse before it looks better, right? Why don't they use Odin in more video games? Like, actually, I'm not aware of one. Maybe he's in the new Assassin's Creed, because that's all Viking-y, right? I think he was in Dad of War, I think. Well, there was a lot of Norse-ish stuff in there. So I just assumed he was in Dad of War. I've not played it, but it looks cool. Alright, let's mix up some thin yellow paint, or red paint rather, and we go over this. Oh yeah, that's a little better. It starts to make it a little brighter. I can contend with this for a little while longer before snapping, moving on to the next card for a while. I still gotta paint like him, like the parts of him that were once card and now cannot be card, and that's usually where the real tricky stuff comes together. And seeing what this paint is capable of, that should really be hard. I know, poor workman blames his tools. But in this case, okay. I mean, you see this. You see how it doesn't cover? Watch. I'm gonna grab an obnoxious amount of paint on this brush. There's an obnoxious amount. Let's just go all the way up to the ferrule. Let's do what you shouldn't do and get paint all the way up to the ferrule. The ferrule is right here. And if you get paint in there and it dries, it ruins your brush by making it look like a broom. But if I paint like a line, I think you'll be surprised at how little this, look, it just stops being red. Oh my gosh, it shouldn't be so thin. I should grab like an actual pigment and show you what the heck. But I can work with it. It's just so thin, guys. I might stop complaining about it. If 2 people tip $5, I will stop complaining about it. I'm kidding. I'll stop complaining about it because it's annoying. I just... It's like learning new software in the digital world. Like, oh, I just started and this brush doesn't behave like all the things in Photoshop. I hate this, software. And it sucks. And then you see other people create just fine stuff and you realize, well, if you gave Leonardo da Vinci a handful of crayons, he would probably do just fine. He would probably do a great job. It's not about tools. It's about the decades of working with all kinds of tools. That's American Gods is not a video game, Ben. Silly. Or is it? Well, I don't think it's a video game. I just reread that book. Oh my God. Everything's a video game if you have a good enough imagination?
No, because some bootleg company in another country probably made one. Like the California Raisins game.
There's a California Raisins game?
Yes.
It's probably amazing.
It is. Just like all the best movies, like the Bee Movie and
Does the Bee Movie
Mario
have a video game?
Sunshine. It opens up with a courtroom scene.
Yes, okay. Courtroom scenes in video games are riveting, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Mario.
It's not. He's not wrong. Good. That's horrifying, actually. Oh, somebody just messaged me on Slack. I don't want to look at it. I'm busy doing other things. I get very easily derailed. I hate interruptions. That whole ooh, shiny, ooh, hey, squirrel thing, it does apply, but it's not fun and whimsical. Like, look at the it infuriates me. Ooh, shiny, and then I'll go over there and realize, and then I just get angry. Yeah. I can't take anything for my ADD because it's all just more stimulants and it'll make my heart go crazy, so I can't do it. Yay. Hooray for being broken but can't be fixed. And so then I have like a therapist to help me try and figure out how to make my brain work to stay on target and not get infuriated with interruptions, because life happens. Interruptions happen. So far, fruitless. We've only been doing it for about a year, though, so give it time, right? I swear to God. I mean, I've had people tell me it's my diet, I don't sleep right. I'm running out of vices. Back into this again. All the work I did to frickin' redden this up. If I would have just primed it with a red tinted primer to begin with, of course then I would have had a hard time with this yellow. So either way I was going to have a hard time. Live and learn some. Let's make chunks of things flying off of. Or like, I need some like, maybe they're not chunks of things, but a brush that is less gigantic. No? Start out with a dark blue and make these chunks. make them kind of angular, so it sort of makes you think it's like broken rocks and stuff. If I couldn't turn the art I was working on, it would be so hard. Oh, I got an idea. Oh. That was the most Midwest thing I've done recently. If I just leave him underneath him like that, it looks like he's just pooping. Let's not do that. Let's not be junior hires about this, Bob. I am a Toys R Us kid. I will never grow up. What? Came out of the Kool-Aid and now he's angry. Okay, you're dumb. I was gonna make him busting out of a wall, so now I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay. Now I see the little bits. It looks less like Kool-Aid. Before it looks like he's coming out of full Kool-Aid. It's going everywhere.
Perfect. No, I mean, now I'm gonna make him bust out of a wall, and that actually looks like Kool-Aid guy because he busts through walls. If I have to,
wait, I didn't think about
if I have to explain the joke, it's no longer funny. Oh yeah. No, it's fine. Whatever.
Kool-Aid guys.
Cries a 90s kid. Actually, Kool-Aid's been around forever, not just 90s.
Okay. We're actually me.
Kool-Aid, it's nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
Not unless you make it with way too much like sugar. Then it's amazing. But it's not the Kool-Aid that's doing it for you at that point. I need to draw the edge of this broken wall with this brush, and then I need to move on to a brush that isn't going to take 9 hours to cover flats.
Finally, hot aid.
Hot aid? Warm aid. Ugh. Why is it aid? Why does it have aid? Because like lemonade maybe? It's gotta be. It's gotta be what it is.
And to appeal to kids, they had to swap out the C for a K.
Right, because kids think misspelling things is hip and neato.
Yeah.
That's why Great Value isn't like hip with the kids.
Yeah, they state it how it is. I'm fine with that. Horses. Long-legged, strong animals.
Weird dogs.
No animal should be that checked.
Oh gosh. Okay.
At first I'm like, wait, is she sitting in a field? Oh no, she just has a background. Because the backgrounds for Google Meets suck. These ones are way better.
They are. See, you should use Zoom all the time. Has Zoom been purchased by anybody big like Microsoft yet? Disney buys it. Disney buys Zoom and all their backgrounds become...
live action.
Yes, live action Zoom. Done.
That's so cursed.
Yeah.
Oh, what just happened?
Okay, I'm gonna bring this up. Sometimes when I do something, I'm like, okay, the balance is way off. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, we're playing Kahoot.
We're playing Kahoot on a virtual... Why do you hate Kahoot? It's like whatever game, Jackbox games, but for...
No,
isn't it?
Jackbox. It's not.
Oh, maybe
I mean, yeah.
maybe I don't know what Kahoot is.
It kind of is.
Okay.
But Kahoot is just, it's like, oh, whoever can mash the correct button fastest wins.
So it's Jeopardy.
But the thing is, as soon as you lose one, there's no way you're ever improving your score ever again. That's the way it works.
So they need some serious game design is what it amounts to.
I hate Kahoot. And the other version, which they found, it was cooler for the a little while they used it called whatchamacallit.
Called whatchamacallit?
It was called oh, I completely forgot. But someone in this Kahoot game is named themselves Peppa Pig Boy, and I just don't know.
Okay, just lost track of. Yeah. Peppa Pig Boy?
Also, there's 300 people in this Zoom meeting.
What?
300, because it's multiple schools and each grade runs schools.
Nice. That's a big Zoom.
Which means that
300.
this Kahoot is going to be ascendantly large.
Yeah.
Like, this is Battle Royale on crack.
Kahoot Battle Royale.
Whoever
it's like Tetris
wins
Battle
is
Royale.
just going to go down in history.
Oh my gosh, no. Oh, I was gonna switch.
Oh, the return of the
brushes.
sparkly emoji.
Uh-oh. Sparkly emojis.
There's so many kids that like put little sparkles around their name. Like one of them is David. Sparkly
Sparkle.
emoji.
Why are you not putting a sparkly emoji around your name?
Because I think that's stupid.
Just choose like a fire emoji or skulls or something and see what they do.
I remember one person put their name and then like 3 asterisks at the end.
Oh,
And then,
like it was a curse word?
yeah, the teacher was like, what's that? And he's like, I don't know, I just put it there. Like, obviously, he put that
Mhm.
there. So, yeah, that was the name. That was his name for the rest of the game.
Nice.
Yes!
I'd support that.
So,
I do this all the time where I put this like abstract background around the bottom of things. Like I did a, what's the guy that has the bone? Cubone? I did a Cubone. With
Cubonk.
Cubonk. And he had a pretty sweet like abstract background.
You've got Cubone, Marowak, and then the new third evolution,
Cubonk. Yes. That would be good.
Oh, someone named themselves Pumpkin. Alright.
Has anyone named themselves Coronavirus? Because the game is not complete until somebody does that. I swear, every like multiplayer game where you can change your name, Among Us and stuff, I see doesn't take long. Somebody's like Coronavirus.
I remember around the
COVID-19.
election, everyone was naming themselves like Bernie Sanders.
Or Hillary versus Trump.
Oh, this person did just put sparkly emojis. They put sparkly emoji, giraffe, tray. Sparkly emoji, giraffe.
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 That's random. I almost like that more than anything. Just put a random giraffe in your name.
Oh, somebody, I thought it was a clap emoji at first. No, somebody put a, I forgot what it's called. It's like an upside down V between every letter of their name.
It's a carrot.
So it's like,
Way to go, Veronica.
clap emoji, that's a question one.
Are they things you could easily Google? Because they do know this is a virtual thing, right?
Oh god, every time someone answers a question here, look. And since everyone's trying to do it fast and there's 300 people, you just hear,
Are you just not trying to answer?
no, I'm gonna try, I got it right.
No.
I'm in 200th place, that's really good.
200th place out of 300?
Out of 300. Dear God. Who thought this was a good idea?
Oh my gosh. Cries over here in streamer. 300 people watching your dumb stream.
Oh yeah. Also, I love how all like the gateway instructors, if they don't need like a background to show them your laser printers and stuff, have like the gateway wallpaper.
Yeah.
This person just has like horses. They don't care. It's like
They just have weird dogs.
It's like my dream job is. Oh god, the weird dog.
Oh my gosh. My dream job is not being a teacher. Hey!
But yeah, it's like the dream job, and everyone was like, I'm being a teacher because this is my dream job. My social studies teacher? No, I want to be a professional volleyball player.
Y'all suck. Y'all just frustrate me.
Telling it like it is. Dude, 168th place. I'm moving up in the world.
168th place, the leaderboard.
Oh yes, I'm 1 point behind 3566612.
Wow, somebody was really afraid to be identified.
My favorite classmate.
What's their nickname? 3.
No. 666, obviously.
Stupid.
I love how these are class. They're like answer questions about Gateway. You don't know anything. For most classes,
They're questions about Gateway? That's not fun.
Yeah, that. This is the field trip to Gateway. You
I thought
really?
you said it was Carthage.
No, I said we've been to Carthage.
Oh.
Any of the above, dude. You could have 5 days a week of classes, or 2 days a week. Because college is cool like that. You can either swamp yourself or swamp yourself minimally.
Yeah.
Hey, answer streak 3. I'm in 91st place. I left.
91st? Give up now while you're still ahead.
I got like I'm 2 points behind Derek. I don't know who Derek is, but he's about.
Derek's just so ascendantly amazed that it's like, this is pod racing. Ah!
It's working.
It's working. The Adderall is working.
Oh, there's like so many kids in chat that's like, what? You can have 2 school days a week? That's not, no.
Yeah, but they're the worst school days you can imagine.
I didn't mean to make it a shark noise with my mouth, but. Oh, sorry, no. We're not at 300 people. There's 300 participants. Why would there be 400? No, somebody missed it.
There's some voter fraud going on in there.
She's like looking at the top 5. And the first place guy is named Bacon Boy with an eye.
Bacon Boy. Bacon Boy is in first place, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here.
Dude, and she's like, the first place person is someone who really likes bacon. Bacon Boy, you're a legend.
What's keeping you from putting something super offensive as your name? I'm not saying you should do it.
They can kick you out.
But can they tell who you are?
No.
Okay.
Because I just
Don't
logged
do
into
it.
this randomly.
But
I'm at 86, but I'm still four points behind Derek.
this is pod racing. Derek. Derek is your nemesis now.
Oh yeah, wait.
The glare is a little weird here.
There's over 400 people in this Kahoot.
Dang, man.
Bro.
Me over here with a half dozen people watching me paint.
Dude, there's more people who answered false to this question than on your.
That's funny.
That's.
Actually, it might be more than half dozen. I don't know. I can't see how many actually. I can only see like one at a time, and I'm not going to go through and tally all of them.
Oh, a 54 paces. Dogan is the highest climb.
Dogan.
Bacon Boy is still first. Mr. Hernandez is third.
What? Tell him to step up his game. He's competing against junior hires.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna get this wrong. I answered too late, and you're probably gonna get this wrong.
You're going to be in like 401st place out of 400 people.
There'll be 400 place out of 300 people. Yeah, I lost. Now I'm in 130th. I was in 86 and then dropped 60 places.
5 brain cells.
No, I will never recover. I'll never recover. How are you supposed to know? They never taught us.
My disappointment is immeasurable,
They're like,
and my day is ruined.
they're like, hey, we're gonna quiz you on your future. I mean, no. We're not gonna teach you any of this, but we're gonna ask you and then educate you once you get it wrong and make a fool of yourself. No.
But we are cooler than a bunch of high schoolers.
Literally.
Weeps quietly. Yes, you are cooler. I'm just gonna say it,
Mr.
even
Hernandez.
if we don't believe it's true.
Mr. Hernandez lost.
Mr. Hernandez, come on.
Combo breakers. 30 players. 30 players just drop their combos of at least 5.
Let's do some of them their white marks too, to make it look like. Let's see if I can even get white marks to register on here. Yay! Kind of like sparks, maybe.
By the way.
Yes.
That pizza I reheated, it was like really cheesy. Like somebody had filled it with it tasted like somebody just like injected a bunch of queso in there.
Nice.
And she said Twitter.
Something
yeah,
about
it tastes
cheese.
like somebody injected it with queso, and also the crust is rock hard.
Nice.
You have to rip it apart with your teeth, and then chew it longer than you chew tough steak. Like, bro.
You're the product of millions of years of evolution. You can eat pizza from the fridge.
Pocket pizza.
Pocket pizza.
Wait, they said, but we're cooler than a bunch of high schoolers. Lol, we're actually middle schoolers.
So way cooler. Ben, they are middle schoolers. You're cool. Oop, that was way too bright. Wow.
Technically, I could open like 20 tabs and join it.
Just a bunch of different times.
Tracing used to do that. Where
Like a clicking bot.
Where they'd be like, okay, why is there's 54 people and there's only 20 people in this class? And Trace would be like,
Hacker.
Hacker, man.
Hacker man.
Hey.
Okay, we need a very light blue. Very light blue. This is probably not going to be light enough, but we'll see.
Oh, good pirate never takes another friend.
A good pirate never takes other people's things.
Wait, that's the definition of pirate.
What? Kids shows are stupid. Ooh, that is the right blue. You guys, I didn't mix enough of it. Now I gotta wonder how the hell. Dang it. This is where I should have used a primer, so just shut up, everyone. Shh. Mock me not. Everybody's like, this hack. I should have my freaking paintings out there.
Dude, the question is, on average, how many credits do you need to complete an associate's degree?
Ask
I'm
Mom
a
real quick.
7th grader.
On average, how many credits do you need to complete what was it? An associate's
it's about
degree?
45, but it's 63.
Oh.
I just lost my streak. Now I'm at 155th place.
Did you study beforehand, or is that not a thing?
It's not a thing.
Okay, I don't know.
They just dropped us into it. She was like, oh, by the way, we're doing a good move. Be expected to know everything about our college. Even though we've given you 3 presentations. One, which I don't remember what it's about. The second one, which is... don't remember what it's about. I think it's what you needed to get into the college. And the other one, which was pretty cool, because they played around with lightsabers and guitars for a while.
Kids like lightsabers, also guitars.
Dude, yeah. Dude, that old dude.
That old dude, you just called him old dude. What's he gonna think?
Dude, no, I'm saying that old dude's great. John Zarin? John's pretty great. He's great. Him and the other super young dude, just fighting and making guitars and lightsabers is really awesome.
Maker clubs be like. Okay, seriously? I cannot get the right green here.
Okay, Maddie never responded to the video. Oh, it was never sent.
What video?
I sent her a video. I put the shark on my foot and puppeted it around.
Gross.
It's a shark that she never responded. But the thing is, it was never sent. The internet just stopped. Stop right there, criminals.
Because nobody wants to see the foot shark or whatever the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, I put the shark on my foot, and so at first it just looked like I was puppeting it, and then it zoomed out to reveal it was my foot.
Gross. You're the worst. I wish you were never born. What?
Dude, seriously,
What if you don't answer? Does it mean that you just...
It picks one randomly for you.
You should totally let it just pick random the whole time.
It's number one. Dude, this guy for the last 5 rounds named DSS has been at the top.
It's a bot.
We're all just like, bot. Oh, I am now 4 places behind Zaire gymnastics emoji fire truck emoji. Zaire.
Why is there a fire truck with a gymnastics? Your
Why is
classmates
there
are
a
stupid.
It's just. I'm 136th place.
I've seen you win these. We win these?
This is the second time they've turned off public chat.
Yeah.
Because it's literally just like everyone goes screaming and reading like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Why would you
Or-
ever let middle schoolers have public chat of any kind?
Because they want them to ask questions.
Ugh.
But they're not gonna ask questions. They're gonna be like, when the imposter is sus.
Quick, when they open it up again, go get the Darth Plagueis text and throw it in there. Or the B-movie.
Oh god, I just misclicked.
You misclicked
She
and got it
just said,
right?
I hope all of you get this one correct. And I
She's gonna think you're meaning. Good job.
I'm smart. Me and 59 other people thought the GTC stand for Gateway Technical Career.
Okay, I just got green all over one portion of this
Oh.
thing where it's bad, where it's not supposed to be, so that's fun.
Some random kid just unmiked and said, hi.
What? Why are they letting you guys even unmic?
For questions. One person was confused why their name was something, and they could not tell what he was saying, so they just dismissed him.
Sounds like a plan. Wow, that green is wrong. Let's mix directly on the art. This will be fun.
Wait, this was prize? There was prizes in this?
There was prizes in this? I might have actually tried.
Yeah, I was about to say, DSS, they were just like, alright, send us your real name, your email address, and your address, and we will, give you your prize, Spencer.
Spence.
Dude, also, he got every question right. What a sweat.
Yeah, he's a sweat. Really? Every question?
He got, well, it was 9 questions, but I didn't get every question right.
Damn, dude.
I'm gonna go watch Mario Odyssey.
Maybe that's why you didn't get every question right. This leg is going to destroy me. It's
This
okay.
leg.
It's okay. This leg. This.
Oh.
This. I'm mixing the wrong green 100 times. It's okay. It's okay. This is fine. If you're patient, the paint will eventually cover. Patience. Don't overwork it.
I was ready for Bacon Boy to win, and they'd have to be like, alright, whose name is Bacon Boy?
Yeah. Which one of y'all is Bacon Boy? While that's drying, let's do some red.
You see the dude in the electronics room just has his camera pointing towards his school gizmos?
Heck yeah.
Like one is the laser engraver that's engraving a way into like a piece of plywood. One's like a lathe, which is like making what should we call it, like wands. And then the huge printer is making ukuleles.
Hmm.
You have infinite power to make anything you want. It has to be a certain size, but the size is pretty big. What do you want to make? A ukulele. All right.
All right, you're fired. What do you want to make? Snape's wand. Go to your room.
I didn't say that too loudly in case one of the people
Yeah,
in chat.
spoilers. It's a 12-year-old book. Spoilers. I think this red is finally starting to work. Finally.
I have 9K monster ads. How Baby Shark is 20K. I hate
Because I don't want to hear it.
But why would you make it?
Because it's funny.
It's like a dark adventure. Yeah, it looks more like he's breaking out of a wall now instead of breaking out of a pool of Kool-Aid.
I just really hate that I did these like. What the heck?
Oreo pieces.
Oreo pieces.
That's what I were meant to do. I don't know why.
These?
The black pieces. Just
No, just these white ones bother me, so I'm gonna tone them down a little bit.
Speaking of sugar, that thing that Grim Carol gave me last night
Yeah.
is the richest thing. Bill Gates looks
Nice.
like freaking poor dude compared to that. So I bite into that thing and my teeth are like suffering from success. Just
Suffering from success.
I think I gained a pound from it, but it was worth it.
So worth it. After I ate that ice cream last night, I mean, not having sugar for how long? Like, really actually having sugar for a month and a half?
Baja Blast.
I thought we got the diet. Oh, no wonder I was so comatose after I drank that. Oh my gosh.
I didn't know there was a diet one.
There is a diet now.
Oh my god.
Are you sure I didn't ask for Diet Baja Blast? What is your problem?
Do you realize that pizza might have not given me the fire?
Yeah?
Maybe it was the chocolate thing. Which I fear for in my future. When your birthday comes around, I do not want to be spitting fire.
Well, Saturday, prepare yourself.
Someone, one of the teachers, they had their camera off, and their profile picture is their Bitmoji.
Hey. I don't know why people
Wait,
like
how are they
Bitmoji
allowed
so
in this
much.
college? They have colored hair.
What?
It's just
You can
colored
have...
hair is sometimes looked down on by old.
Yeah, it is. Because only losers have colorful hair, right?
Your daughter. Me.
You don't have colorful hair.
Okay, well, I did color my hair though, and I regret it because now it's just kind of like fart brown.
Your hair has not been colored in eons.
Well, yeah, but I remember when we put purple in it, and
I
it's
do
just
remember.
like black. Oh god. Oh, all 400 kids just like unmiked to be like, bye, and it sounded like a cacophony of some kind of eldritch nightmare.
Oh my gosh. Children and their cahoots and their virtual schooling.
Gotta look at the schedule. So is that lunch? Are we eating lunch now?
Wow, look how boy that covers. Jeez. Oh, that's green. Hey guys, look at the green. Yikes. Why did I just do that? This is why you're not an art restorer. Those guys have to be pretty precise. I'm just like, nah, I'll mix it on the canvas. It'll be good. I'll let it dry. I'll let it dry. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it in post. This is gonna be way off too. Just shush.
Why is there a break between lunch and block 3? It's at 12:45 to 12:50. What's that 5 minutes in between there? You can't eat or go to science.
You can do whatever you want during that time.
I can do whatever I want during lunch. I'm just had it run up to.
You have to have time to walk through the halls on your digital field trip.
Thing is, the fields have already was
Oh.
like the last. No, it was just an hour. Kahoot was the best part of that.
Yeah.
At the end, I don't remember what they were talking about.
Wow, this paint is so transparent on the video.
Kool-Aid.
It's not Kool-Aid.
It's a batch of Kool-Aid. Be like the big energy.
You're the worst. People who are actual, like, professional painters are screaming at me. What are you doing? You're a hack. I know, it's okay. I like to be a hack. I like to mix paint directly on the canvas. Is that so bad? This is why me and Monet would have gotten along. Me and Van Gogh, I think we would chill. We would cool. Yeah, this is cool. I used a black marker to begin with to trace this edge. Let's mix a better green. Let's just pay attention. Mix a better green. You don't think I know enough courtesans? I missed that. An impressionist, yes. You would not, or you would? Wait, I don't think I know. No. I have often wondered how it would fit in with the impressionists. You know enough courtesans. You know you're impressionists. No. Very good. Very good. No. I don't know any, so you're right. I wouldn't. We'd make our own. You know how they would do that? They'd make their own school of study or whatever. Like the post-impressionists did. They're like, you know, impressionists are chilling in their little school and they're like, hey, we want to be a part of your club. And the impressionists are like, nah, you suck, get out of here. And so they're like, screw it, we're going to go over here and we're going to make this freaking school of post-impressionists. And they hang out and somehow they let Van Gogh hang out too. Okay, if you watch Doctor Who, best episode ever, Fight Me, is the Van Gogh one. Legit. Might have teared up a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to mix a good green, and this green is like fighting me. So like, I have an actual green. It sucks. So I use a little bit of yellow to try and screw around with it, but I need it to be just a little darker. But I need it to be a little bit browner, which makes almost no sense, I know. Maybe, because that kind of made an olive drab a little bit. Now if I can lighten up some of it, but just some of it. Yes. Okay. We're doing it. You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it. Content. Everybody comes here to watch me try and mix the right kind of green. That's not terrible. Let's see if it even works. Oh, that's not bad. Get rid of that hideous green that I made. The beautiful thing is since I mixed it myself, I'm gonna run out of it before I'm even done. So there's that. It's all right. Crunch all you want. We'll make more. Hey. Yes, I flip things so much when I draw or paint. I don't want to see that freaking black line that I drew around everything. Okay, whoever did the original art for this card, also, there's just no contrast. Like, if you look at this, you can't really tell what's going on with his face right there. It's sort of hard to tell, right? The ending where he breaks the rules and lets him go, wait, what? Oh, yeah, into the future for just a moment to see how much he's loved. Kind of feel like you might not have been so desperately depressed if that was actually what happened to the poor guy. Yeah, that's kind of why I was like super moved by that episode. I'm glad you know what it is. I was super moved by that episode. Holy crap. And I figured it was just because I'm an artist and I get it. And you tie so much of your self-worth to the things you create. I don't know, maybe that's that way for every artist. I think it might be, you know, you're a writer and somebody doesn't take the time to enjoy what you write and you're going to be bummed. Or musicians that, you know, people just gloss over what they've done or even criticize it. What is that?
So it's ham.
It's ham, yes.
It's very hard to open ham. It makes.
You heard it here first, guys. It's hard to open ham.
It makes the Gregorian knot look like that toddler puzzle where you put circle in circle.
It's called a Gordian knot, but yes. I love that you know what it is. It's good.
I got fed up with trying to open its impossible seal and cut it, but now it's just punished me because I can't open it anymore. I don't know what to do.
I know how to open it. I have a very sharp X-Acto knife. Content, guys. Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Ham.
You've come here to watch me open ham. That's a little bit close, don't you think?
Zoom in on that good ham.
This ham.
As long as
There's like pickles. And that's
I just want it.
Onion, maybe? Okay.
Somebody annihilated the bagels. I don't
This
know.
up close, this looks like I want to be a vegan for the rest of my life. All right, here we go. This is disgusting. You ever watch that show where they do like real life surgeries and stuff? Yoink. All right, there we go. I opened ham.
Oh, you just dripped ham
I just
juice
dripped ham
all
juice all
over
over
you.
myself. I missed the cards though.
Good.
That's pretty frighteningly disgusting. Can you give me a paper towel? Thanks. I opened your ham and got ham juice all over myself. It's freaking disgusting. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The non-ham hour. Ambulance. I'm the hambulance. Medical professionals be like, okay, so, that's gross. Now I smell vaguely of ham. Oh my gosh, where's my brush? Not this
Bunch
brush.
is gonna love you.
The other brush. Oh, it's on the, give me that thing. It's on the table. I'm so gross. Just leave this here. Just leave the bottle. God. Just leaned in it. I'm gonna need a shower. Oh, I don't want that brush. I want this brush. Lost track of what I was doing. Only called in case of emergencies. Yeah, ham emergencies. I'll also accept turkey emergencies. I'm trained, cross-trained, licensed in a few states. Various lunch meat emergencies. I'm a first responder. A hero. Heroes work here. Oh, heroes work hero. I just want that frickin' black line gone. Right there. It's gonna take me a second to cover that because I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. Now let's do some yellow on here. I do this with digital art too, where I'm like, oh, let's paint right up to the edge of something. And then I go a little too far. I'm like, that's cool. It can be bigger. It's fine. This is fine. Dry. Oh, I could be working on a different part, I suppose. Like over here. This ridiculous spot where I still can see through right to the freaking original card art. It's okay, we got this. I like to think I'm not a hack. That's pretty great. Here we go. A little bit of yellow. See, as far as episodes go of Doctor Who, some of my least favorite ones are the ones involving the stretched skin lady that I cannot recall her name because I am so grossed out by the whole concept that she is just a piece of skin that is stretched over a frame, because somehow in the future that's, in the future or in this reality that she's in, that's perfection. She's like the last living human that has stretched herself. Ugh. So gross. If the sun is so strong, why will it not fight me? Actually, the sun has fought me. Cancer. It's okay. We're all good. I hate how I have to have this bad perspective. Sorry, guys. Where it's like, to make it look like a rectangular card, I have to do something like that. What would be cool is if I could put like a...
I've developed a new strategy.
Yeah?
You know how sometimes Lunch doesn't want to eat his food because it's not good food?
Yeah.
We should put some ham juice on there.
Gross.
He will eat it up. Dude, Garrett has softened his food with water before.
Well, we used to do that for our dogs. Soften their food with water so that...
Still, soften his food with ham juice and he'll love it.
First of all, you're going to run out of ham juice eventually, thank God. Secondly, gross.
We could make ham juice.
No, we cannot make ham
Slice of
juice.
ham around and
It is a limited resource. Let's do a little bit of fixing of that part. This, I mean, like, whoever designed this card? See this spot right behind his head? This is a wing. This is part of his wing. You cannot tell because it goes to a point right here by his big fat claw thing. I'm going to cover this part. By his claw thing, and then kind of disappears. It's a lost line with his head right here. It goes like this. I had half a mind to just cover it and just say heck with it, but I want to like just defy the original card art. I want to work with it. It's just frustrating. A little bit of water. Oh my gosh. Dear Pokemon people, let me paint all of your cards. No, that would be just a nightmare. But you know what I mean? Like, it makes me want to like shade in around here. looks actually much better on camera. But it's like his face still disappears on the side. Let's do a little red. While we wait. And I'm still maintaining the actual silhouette. I haven't changed anything. In fact, I've accentuated it. And then I haven't changed color scheme. It's pretty much the same. I'm goosing it so I can cover it a little bit easier. I keep screwing with it and it just needs to be sharpened up a little bit. Oop, that's red. This is fine. Let's sharpen this up a little bit. Okay, so his toes are a little bright right now. Gotta wait. Gotta wait to fix them. I have in the past painted like I am gonna do it. I am gonna do it. Can't stop me. There we go. I can't handle it anymore. It's just too can't tell what's going on here. So we're gonna like try and oh wait, what? Oh guys, I just saw something. In all my confusion over this thing, I think this here, this little diamond, and this little area is actually behind him. Like, it's the behind area. Oh my gosh. This might help really clarify the form if I can paint in here without, just don't breathe. If I do the paint thin enough, I won't goose it, maybe? I can just be patient. Wow. Wow. I almost glossed over that. See, that's the problem with the original art. It's just reinforcing that. The original art, he painted the entire background green. A light green that you can't, like, see anything. You can't distinguish. Oh, this is going to be so much better. Let's darken it up. If you like Pokemon, what's your favorite Pokemon? I think I don't know. It's a tie between Gengar and oh gosh, Groudon. Thank you. I say thank you to my brain. Groudon. Yep. Actually, I like a lot of the dinosaur ones. I call them dinosaur ones, but they're not really dinosaurs. Fake fan. You say you like Pokemon. I'm so glad I noticed those little spaces. Now I'm looking for more. I think that there are more. I think that there are more spaces to look through into the background than I originally allotted for. And I am pleased to find them. Spending way too much time on this card. Way too much time. Seems decently out of focus too. Of his toes. I like my green better than their green. Some more shadow because it looks too bright. So we got this. We have the technology. I have the paint pretty much already mixed. Dang it. See how the back of his head right here kind of disappears into this wing? Bugs me. Maybe if I brighten up the wing a lot back there. Do I think? I keep trying to push these reds around here, but they kind of dry really dark. have lenses so I can see some of the details. Okay, let's see what I may regret this. Well, sometimes I like to do like a super bright blue highlight on one side of the card, or figures on the card, and then a super orange one from that side. But I'm not sure I want to do that on this one, because he's already so blue and green that adding blue to the thing to try it, might just confuse the silhouette. But I am probably gonna just do a very white line in some places. I don't like to paint lines. Moving the card around too much. Yeah, it's very much nerve-wracking to paint lines. Because if your paintbrush isn't good, like mine, it might just skitter out of the way because the bristles suck. It's alright. It's okay. Anything can be fixed, right? I was actually a part of a painting class one time, and somebody asked, how they went to this guest professor, if you will. They went up there, and the guy was a French Canadian from Quebec, so that should tell you everything. I'm generalizing. They walked up and they said, well, this is what I've been working on. I just want to know, in this area, how would you fix it? And the dude just straight up said, I would start over. Like, you cannot fix this. And I'm like, holy crap, man, you're the worst critique. But he was such a jerk. He was like the worst. But French Canadians, right? Hey, they're known for being rude. I just piled up a bunch of red paint there. That sucks. Stop it. That one done for a while. I always say for a while because I never know if I'm going to come back to it. Like, I keep coming back to this Tentacruel and working on his colors. Because the sad orange that I have here is just super sad. It needs to be not so sad. But then I keep mixing a bad orange. How about a pink orange? How about it? Let's see. Better than this brown orange that I was working with last week. What I don't have is like all the cool like textural marks that coral has, but that's fine. That's fine. It's gonna be too small. this kind of water bubble thing technique to emphasize the fact that that you can't see the edges of this tentacruel either. Sometimes I choose the Pokemon cards I'm going to paint based on how confusing they are on the card. Like they're, if you'd have seen that Zubat before I painted him, you'd be surprised, I think. Dropped my paintbrush. That would have been an interesting mark to have to deal with. Now that's good. I really need to figure out what card I'm gonna do next. I've got a box of newer cards, and some of them I think would be really cool to do. Like, I had him set aside. He's like running across like these stone platforms, and I could really, I'm trying to do things where where they don't stand out from the background enough. This one is decent, stands out from the background. This Sneasel is super cute, and it's kind of in a dark wooded area, which is neat, but there's not a whole ton of contrast. This one's just confusing if you don't know what a dino is, though. He just is very strange, but I love the sky. Like, I wanted to keep that in mind, maybe do a sky behind one of these things. By the way, this is the ugliest Pokemon ever made. Ugh. May sound boring, but I never see anybody do like these kind of item things. Maybe not. Let's look through Pokemon cards. Yeah, those are the ones that I don't want to do any of these that look like they're straight up just, I don't know, Saturday morning cartoons. This one's already full art. Check him out. You can't see anything. Like, he really blends in. You have to really look. I would have tried to punch that a little bit. Yeah. Well, I need to freaking figure out what to do next. Meowth is one of my favorites. So yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards working with that Larvitar, because he's silly. He's super silly. Maybe I'll make him a nighttime Larvitar and just, you know, kind of like that one Dino card. Northern Lights, looks and whatnot on there. Could be fun. Could be. And I also probably need to work on another magic card or two. So, alright. I think that's going to be it. That's going to be it for me, guys. It's fun, and I'm really hungry. And 2.5 hours of painting Pokemon cards. And I think we made some decent progress. This guy, he looks good. This guy, he looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to see him, though. I don't know. It's pretty dramatic. Pretty dramatic. Yeah, appreciate the support, guys. I hope you have